Welcome to the fourth for the pregame edition of Five on the Floor, brought to you by the 5 Reasons Sports Network. I'm your host, Jonathan, aka 3-Piece Combo. We're joined by Mr. Timmy as well, and also Alejandro running us as a producer. Now, if you're joining us here live on the pregame, make sure you guys like the video, make sure you guys subscribe, and follow the 5 Reasons Sports Network on Twitter, Instagram, all the good stuff. And make sure you check out markbrownpa.com. That's the primary sponsor here at the pregame show. That's marcbrownpa.com. He's going to make sure that everything as far as your assets are taken care of if something happens to you in this crazy world. Got the website right there. Like I said, marcbrownpa.com. And he's also a real estate lawyer too. So if you have any questions about that, he does do a free consultation. Make sure you guys hit him up, 954-866-8513, or the website on the screen. We're also going to give you guys some prize picks as well. We're going to maximize that. Use your promo code 5, spell it out FIVE. We'll match your initial deposit up to $100. And we'll give you some picks later on the show. We have Ethan joining us live from the arena, trying to find a spot right now. But like I said, we'll give you some prize picks. So getting into tonight, obviously the big news is Giannis Antetokounmpo is back from that back injury. We're going to see how he is going to return, whether he's going to be at 100% or if he's going to be nagging, as Timmy actually alluded to before the show. So, Ethan, you're joining us here live. Obviously, Giannis is coming back to Milwaukee. Do you think this is more a mental boost to kind of just give something Miami else to think about, or do you think he's fully at 100% and ready to come back?
Well, I don't think he's 100%. By the way, the big return here is Timmy and I on the same episode. This has been a while. Look, I don't think he's 100%. I don't think he's close to 100%. I just think, look, they're down 2-1. and this is why it mattered for Miami to get that game the other night, because I think this forced their hand a little bit. And I don't think he's going to be 100% the rest of the series. I mean, it's a back injury, and it limits mobility, and obviously he's got to play with some pain. They have other options they can go to if he's not completely effective, but I think Miami has to test it. I think you throw Giannis in some pick and rolls and kind of see how that works. You're not going after him necessarily to hurt him, but you're trying to see how mobile he is and kind of what kind of condition he's in. And I think they'll try to make him pay with it. If they want to put him on Jimmy Butler, which may be what they decide to do, then Jimmy is going to go at him, I believe. And, I think on the other end, you'll see Bam guard him quite a bit. I still anticipate that Kevin Love's going to be a starter tonight. That's not official to this stage, but I think that's what's going to happen. And we talked about prize picks. I like a couple plays I like tonight. I really like Kyle Lowry over 1.5 threes made. I think Kyle's the guy whose minutes are going to go up, guys. Because if you take a look at it, they need another guard who can kind of get into the teeth of the defense, and he's been a lot healthier of late. He's played better of late, and Gabe has kind of struggled in this series, even though he played really well against Milwaukee in the regular season. So I think you're going to see Kyle play well tonight. I also like Bam over 3.5 assists tonight, and because I don't really trust Giannis's health, I would play Holiday and Middleton over on points. Their combination points went down a little bit when Giannis was announced active. I would play those two guys over. You could pair them together on points. But I think we'll know in the first sort of 6 minutes how Giannis looks. And he's played through injury before. He's played well. He won a championship when he wasn't totally healthy on his knee. But a back is a different thing, guys. Like, it's just, you just don't know. You move the wrong way, and he's going to struggle a little bit. And I saw him in the locker room. I just got out of there, and he's at his locker. He's got his headphones on. He's facing his locker. He looks like he's zoned in right now, but it's a different deal when you get out on the court. So we'll see. And he's also dealing with kind of a hand injury also. So he's got a couple of things that are going on right now. Miami has to find a way to take advantage of it.
Yeah, now as far as adjustment to the Miami side, obviously, Timmy, we talked about potentially, him not being 100%, maybe what he's going to do, how aggressive he's going to be. Do you think Miami adjusts defensively to Giannis coming back, or do you think more so it's going to be let him do what he wants to do, wear himself out, and then lock up on everybody else?
I think – go ahead, Ethan.
No, Timmy, I want your answer first on this. I'm curious what you think.
No, I just think that like I said before the show started, like a box is a serious thing. Like, we get up in the age. You know how it feels to wake up in the morning, you can barely walk. I feel like he's gonna come up with a lot of adrenaline, coming back. But I think when you hit that second quarter, that third quarter, he's gonna move pretty sluggish. I think you try to get him as many pick and rolls as possible early on. If you do the bomb on Giannis and Love on Lopez thing, and you just whoever he's guarding, you get him a much pick and rolls. And like Ethan said, test that back. I don't really need to try to hurt anybody, but if his thing is being long and all over the place and all over the court. That's his edge. If he's not able to be that on the court, we know Giannis can't shoot. And when you shoot, you kind of need your back. So you force him to be the shooter. You try to pack the paint, but don't pack it to the point where you get Middleton or Drew or Grayson Allen get going off. But you contain the shooters, and you let Giannis beat you from the outside, and I think it's a good recipe.
Ethan, anything else to add on that?
Yeah, no, I agree with this. I mean, look, we know that Giannis is at his best when he's a straight line to the basket. Like that's the thing. Like he wants to get momentum and he wants to go. He doesn't want to have to be pushed out past 12 feet. So Miami has to build a wall, I think, even more than usual. Like you can't take it for granted that he's not going to be healthy. Build the wall and force him to come up with other ways to beat you tonight. Force him to take jumpers. Because, look, it's not going to be – with a bad back – and you even saw the clips, and I know that, you don't post every clip. But with a bad back, like, he's going to have trouble getting lift, getting arc on his shot. He has trouble enough with that. So, and also the free throw shooting. Like, we saw the free throw shooting. He's not a great free throw shooter. Put him at the line at times. I mean, and again, make him earn it. This is the playoffs, okay? We look at the playoffs right now, and at this point, it's a battle of attrition. The Memphis Lakers series was affected by injuries, whether it's Steven Adams.
Today was
De'Aaron Fox.
You have Kyle Anderson out for game 5. You have Murray suspended. You have Fox with a broken finger. Like, the news
There's
just
nobody
kept dropping
left
all day.
There's literally nobody left. I mean, guys, the biggest key to the Heat going is just Jimmy staying healthy. Like, just if Jimmy stays healthy beyond everybody else, they may go further than we anticipate. The Knicks are healthy right now. That's helped them. Sacramento's series just got totally turned. They should have won one of those 2 games, and so they could have maybe just still stolen the series without Fox and then seen how things played out. But you look at it, that Grizzlies series has been affected. Obviously, the Clippers series has been seriously affected. Okay, the Suns have basically gotten a bye, whereas I think that would have been a 7-game series and a real struggle for them. So to me, this just keep Jimmy healthy. Like that's it. And at this point, he seems as healthy as he's been all season. So you need to make Giannis earn it. That's where you're at tonight, and I think they'll do that. And look, I think the winner of this game, and I'm gonna let you guys carry it from here. I think the winner of this game wins the series. That's how I feel. I think if Miami wins this, they're up 3-1. They'll be able to get one of the last 3, I believe. Giannis's back may stiffen up with a flight up to Milwaukee. It's bad weather here tonight too, so you don't even know what that's going to be like when he heads up there. It's going to be uncomfortable for him. And if Milwaukee wins this game, I think they win the series. I have a hard time if the series is stretched all the way to 7. The losses of Hero in particular, but also Oladipo and the depth issues that the Heat are going to have are going to come back to haunt them. Milwaukee has guys who haven't played in the series who can still help them, like Goran. Miami's running out of bodies, okay, to the point that they activated Jovic tonight. So
I think about bodies. Do you foresee a Jovic 6 3-point a game at some point in this series?
You know what? Nothing would surprise me with this team this year. There were Heat players talking about playing Jamal Cain. I don't even think that's possible by league rule at this stage. Look,
he's
Jovic,
not even eligible. Like, he can't even get in a uniform right now.
Look, I wouldn't be surprised with a Zeller 20-12 game at this point. Like, this is, I mean, at this stage, literally anything can happen. This is just about getting to the finish line. That's it. And if you have Jimmy, averaging 30 points on 60% shooting and playing elite defense, you have a chance. That's really all you want right now. And I tweeted this today. The Heat have only 6 drafted players available to them right now. 6 players have been drafted, only 2 of whom, one of which is Jovic, the other is Bam, who they drafted themselves. That's what they're down to. 6 drafted players and a bunch of undrafted guys. But again, Jimmy's one of the drafted guys. So, let's see what happens.
Barely.
30th overall. Our friend Norris Cole was taken ahead of him. So, yes, absolutely. But listen, guys, I appreciate it. I'm going to let you guys carry it from here. I guess should I give a pick?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, go ahead and give your prediction before you head out.
How do you feel?
Can I play it both ways? I don't know. I don't know which way I'm going to go here. I will say this, okay? I think you'll know in the first 6 minutes. I think you'll know in the first 6 minutes by how healthy Giannis is. Miami was really good in clutch games this season. Get it to the finish line and see if you can win it. I picked Milwaukee to win the series, but the circumstances have been so strange. I'm going to get out of here on this. Heat win by 4. Good night, guys.
So, Timmy, I want you to add on that. Let's get into predictions. And like we said, guys, make sure you use that promo code 5 for the PrizePicks match your initial deposit of 100. So let's get to predictions. And then I also want you to give us, who do you think is the player that stepped up? Because last game, it was Duncan Robinson actually kind of stepping out, showing out Miami having a really good 3-point shooting game. Do you think he has another good game, or who do you think potentially is that
I
guy
think
that step up?
he contributes. I think he contributes, but I think you finally see the bomb game. I think we get the bomb game for sure. For sure, I think we get the bomb game. Um, I again, all of the bench guys really carried last time. You had Larry, you had Duncan, you had Caleb. Caleb had like 14 and 11. But I just feel like we finally get the back. Bama's been kind of off. He's been off kind of since All-Star game, but I think Bama's going to give us really and truly the definitive. We're in Miami. We can't go back to Milwaukee 2-2. We need to go 3-1. I think we get the bomb game. I'm not sure if the co-host is coming back. So I don't know if Alejandro has any comments for us. Oh, he's back right on time.
Yeah, so I'm right there with you. I do think that I do think here's the question. That's going to be a good one. Make sure you guys leave that in the comments. But I do think Miami gets it done tonight. Like I said, I do have a hard time seeing Giannis coming back and just being super impactful in the game. Obviously, a couple of years ago, Bam was the Giannis stopper. So defensively, we know that's going to make it a little bit harder. But as far as tonight's game, I think Miami gets it done. Jimmy's been playing at a really good level. The 3-point correction has been insane. I mean, that's something I joked about with two
First
games. I don't
overall
know if you
and
remember that.
rating
2
and
weeks to go in the
points and
season,
scoring is crazy.
I joked about Miami having a historic correction when it comes to the 3-point shooting, and it's happening now. So, hey, hopefully that continues. Hopefully Miami gets a win. Make sure you guys like the video. Make sure you guys subscribe. Check out prizepicks.com. Use that promo code 5 and check out marcbrownpa.com. Let's go Heat. We'll see you guys after the game.
Let's go.